Have you ever bitten off more than you can chew, but you're having so much fun you can't stop biting? Well, I never thought I'd say this, but between working on old cars with Richard and digging through 15 acres of snake-infested brush, I'm actually having the time of my life. Welcome to Rust Creek Hill. Don't worry, you're not going to watch me clean windows. I just wanted to let you know, if you missed the last episode, I've tried to make it so you can catch up fairly quickly. And in 5, 4, 3, 2. Now the Maypops had waited until the last week of May to show up. And during that time, well, Richard and I had a couple of really big projects. This being one of them. Yes, it's so much fun. Here goes nothing. I was ready to say maybe it is nothing. Can't get in. Why did I ever agree to get this cleaned up? Oh my goodness. Oh, I forgot about the girly magazines. Oh, that's great. That's just great. Now, I admit, when I first started this, I thought, oh, this is going to be pretty easy. I was pretty naive. I thought, okay, I'll just find the maypop, put up a stick or a trellis, make sure it has some water, and yeah, everything should be just fine. Just like this window is just fine. But I would soon find out I was very mistaken, just like I am on this window. I didn't waste any time getting to work, and there was still a lot more work to be done. Now, if you watched last time, then you watched as I drove myself to the edge of sanity looking for the maypop. Now, if you haven't watched before, let me fill you in. Last summer, my friend Deb told me a story about her and her grandmother from 60 years ago. She told me that when she was a child, her and her grandmother had canned elderberry jelly and maypop jelly. And as fate would have it, I had discovered both of those grew at Rust Creek Hill a month before. So I decided when spring had arrived, I was going to hunt those down and do everything I could to grow them so that when Deb arrived a year later, I'd be able to surprise her with the fruits that she had been looking for over 60 years. When you have the opportunity to give someone a gift and it can't be ordered online or bought at a store, it's just the right thing to do, no matter the hard work. Now, I admit, I was having a bit of a learning curve. I was accustomed to working in the shop, and if I needed to put a project to the side for 2 or 3 days, I knew that when I came back, it was going to be right where I left it. Mother Nature isn't like that. Okay, we're going to count the maypops. Starting here, going up and coming back down, and you get the gist. So, 1, 2, 3. I don't think we got that. That's 80, 81, 82. Alright, so 82, but there's some here, but I don't think those on our property. So there's like 2 and 4, so that would be 86. But technically, some of these may not be on the property. You know, who knows? Some people might say stuff. You never know. You never know. I'm going to continue on and start clearing this mess, because there are a lot of maypop in there, and that's really not the only reason. Honestly, it kind of needs to be done. Now, one would think, with 86 plants, I would definitely have enough fruit when Deb arrived. Well, one might be wrong. I did say this was going to be one of those stories where you couldn't quite figure out the ending. Okay, so I have a really important question to ask, because this has to have happened to someone besides me. Have you ever went to a yard sale and then you found out that the yard sale was further down the road and you had just stopped at someone who had a really messy yard? Anybody? It can't just be me. Anybody? It wasn't going too horrible until I asked to see her dishes, and then it didn't go well after that. I'm glad she didn't call the police. Yeah. Anybody? I'm running out of time. It's supposed to start thunderstorming. I think I got about 60 to 90 minutes. And sun came out right before. Whew. So, running out of time. See my pile? It's a nice pile. Yeah. And then I got a little pile. I gotta brag on my piles because and that one over there. See, that's how you know when you've been doing hard work. So you got all these piles of leaves and branches and crap. So, alright, I gotta stop chatting with you and figure out what I'm gonna do. And as I stood there looking at all I had accomplished, I couldn't help but feel a sense of pride. It was something I'd never tried before, and so far, I seem to be doing a pretty good job. Now, if you watched last time, you know that I spent months all over this 15 acres looking for this maypop. And, of course, it's bound to happen that I was going to find a lot of other things of interest and intrigue, as you're about to see. Did you know that you can eat plantain leaves just like lettuce? Not the kind that look like bananas, but the type that grow in the yard. I did not know that. I'm going to feed some to Richard and see if he notices. So I put just a little bit on Richard's sandwich for lunch. Let's see if he notices anything. Richard said it was wonderful. That seemed to go pretty well. Now, did you know that you can eat bee balm? Just like you do oregano, it can be used as a replacement. I did not know that. You know what I'm going to do. That's right. I'm going to serve him some in his dinner tonight, and we'll see if he notices. Am I going to tell him? No. If he watches the video, he'll find out. If he doesn't, oh well. So I dried some of the bee balm, and I put it in this jar for safekeeping. And I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit on dinner.
I didn't get into uniform today.
Yeah?
Because when I got there, I was working at home.
I agree. It's not the best picture, but I didn't want him to know I was recording him. So that's all I could get. Now, there was one other project we had during that time, and it was a 1968 Volkswagen that had sat in a barn 1 decade too many. Now, here's the great thing about me and Richard. Richard likes working on the mechanics of a vehicle, and well, I like working on the interior and the exterior. To be honest, I actually like body work more than I do anything else. I don't get the chance to actually practice and learn as much as I'd like, but maybe in the future I might have a little more time and that might change. Figured out where the dent is and why they put all that body filler there. Because right there, the master cylinder reservoir, I believe that's what that is. It's right in the way. So the dent is actually, let me get the camera turned around. The dent is behind this. So it's probably very tricky, and they were just not confident enough to take that off and do that. And they're probably young and thought, I just want my car to still look cool. So they did that. So, but I'm going to grab the dolly and a hammer, and I'm going to see if I can hammer part of this. Alright, so how did I do? Let's take a look. When we have time and we can really spend, more than just a few days on a project, well, together, him doing what he likes and me doing what I like, we can actually work a little bit of magic. Alright, I fell down. Thank gosh. That almost broke my fall. Whew, I'm not gonna lie, my butt hurts a little bit. We still need to get that front tire fixed, but I think she turned out pretty daggone nice. It had been a long month, and more than I'd like to admit, Richard and I tend not to take days off, and we forget sometimes that we need to take a day off, have a little fun, and recharge. Lucky for us, the first Saturday of the month was fastly approaching, and that's when Richard and I would always head over to Pot's auction barn. The one thing about Pot's, you never know what you're going to find there. Sometimes you'll find treasures you never dreamed of, and sometimes, well, it's some things left over that probably no one wanted, but it doesn't matter. The staff at Pot's joke around and just make it fun. You meet new people, you get to experience new things, and it's just all around a fun afternoon.
Tailgate legs down, sides legs down.
They have this great restaurant set up in the corner with a sign that reads Pot's Country Cafe. And I've often wondered if that in fact came off of an old cafe maybe somebody in the family had owned. And they serve things like homemade beans and cornbread, homemade cakes, pies, cookies. It just depends on the time of the year. One thing that Richard and I always get, even though it's breakfast time, is an order of fries. Now, don't ask me why, but the fries at Pot's, well, they seem to taste better than they do just about anywhere else in town. You better be ready to jump, because you know, as soon as they go $2, everybody's going to run up there and they're going to grab one. I'd be like, I would have one foot out. I'd have one leg. You should put one leg out in the aisle.
Alrighty.
And be ready to run.
Let's get to the whole box.
Oh, I didn't see anything on there.
Got a deal.
To me, anyway.
Get back.
What is?
Nothing.
Everything
Yeah.
on this table went with the stuff.
Oh, this is going to be...
We got a lot of good stuff.
So you should see our garage. You should see ours.
This thing gets going here, you don't want to stop.
Anything good up there?
Everything on the top.
I don't know. I guess there's a Star Wars thing up there. If people collect Star Wars on the end. Do you see it?
There's a bug light too.
It's a Star Wars bug light?
No, it's a bug.
Oh. I don't know.
Watch him there, boys. Watch him.
That's Caribbean.
Watch him. Somebody $25. Number 5. Number 5.
It's gotta be what's
All right, what we got here? Star Wars
Star Wars drone.
drone.
Yeah, it's shaped after one of the ships.
Star Wars drone.
A drone with all the controls and stuff.
Got all this stuff in there. What do you
That's
call
pretty
it?
sweet.
Star Wars
Huh.
drone. Here we got 25.
I have no idea what something like that is worth.
25, Adam, how much? Give me $10 It's 5 now, 7.5. 20 now, 5, 25. Had a moment, 5, had a moment, 25, 25, 25 now, 30. That's 30, 25, 7.5, 7.5, 25, 7.5. So $25 from the cure number.
Got the Star Wars
All
drone.
right, what?
It's gotta be worth that.
I bet you could resell that easy.
Yeah, it's going up today.
All right.
Thank you.
I like it. That's all I know.
That's pretty cool.
15 got.
So he lowered it to $5. It was a $10 table. He lowered it to 5. And Richard couldn't resist. What'd you get? So you have that. You have ice buckets. And you have a whole bunch of random wine glasses down there.
Yeah.
You're set to see what these women are going to do over that Pyrex.
Make
There's
you
a lot
fist
of it. I don't think that, but I'm just interested to see if they really want to.
You bidding on it?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No?
No. Buying those Pyrex dishes and she broke some of them. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. Oh gosh, hadn't even got out yet. This big stuff never goes for much here. And I feel kind of bad for that too.
Yeah, that was a nice piece.
20 bucks.
Yeah, that was a
You know,
nice piece.
the people that come to this auction, I think we buy stuff that we either can use or need, or can resell easily, and stuff like that.
Everybody give me $2 on this now. How about two? Anybody want to get two? Anybody get two?
So you're probably wondering, how much do we spend? Together we spend $201, and I think we did fantastic. It's just that cart came in handy immediately.
Yeah.
But I think we'll make our money back, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
I do too.
I think so.
I've always been very curious about pots. Not because of the auction house, but because you don't have to drive very far before you come across Potts Avenue, Potts Road, Potts Restaurant, Potts Gas Station. And I've always felt there has to be a story behind this family. And I think today I finally got enough courage to ask what it is. And that'll be a story for another day.
Let's see what you had in these.
I don't know what this thing is.
Is it coffee, right?
It looks like some kind of coffee maker.
Yeah. It's fancy stuff we don't use.
Yeah.
Lots of cups. Here's another one.
Another one. Wow.
Wow, this had a lot of
Yeah.
weird stuff in it.
There's like 10 USB sticks, 5 hard drives, repeaters, keyboards, and this thing, this is some kind of workout equipment that's got like a rubber band.
Is this the stuff you were wanting to keep?
Yeah.
What is this? Just to keep stuff in?
Cases.
Uh-huh. You can always use those.
I know it.
So 3 little
Ooh, this is
cases.
awesome. How did I miss this? This is a really nice one.
Oh yeah, what's it say on it?
Love Hollywood. Hey y'all, this must be like a natural tourist thing that somebody bought. None of this stuff has ever been used.
Oh. Oh, it's just the cordless thing and the mouse you were talking
this is
about?
the keyboard and mouse, both cordless. Looks brand new.
Yep. All right. Yeah, I grabbed that for $2. I don't know. It just looked really neat. It says like Delta. And then I'm going to give that to someone that'll be turning 2 next month. I got it for, what did I get that for? $5? That's a good doll bed.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
And this thing, this was $2. I think I could clean it up. Somebody might, I think it's stuck. It probably needs to be oiled. But yes, people like to buy that stuff just to sit around for looks.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, this works.
oh, there you go.
This works.
Yeah, it's an old vintage scale.
Yeah.
Someone, I mean, surely,
Yeah, this thing
I could put that off
works,
the
man.
quick market and get more
Look
than,
at that.
yeah, isn't that neat?
Yeah,
Wow.
that works.
Maybe I'll keep that then, I don't know. But then all these Coke things, they were $2. We got the boxes and the bottles. Like, that whole thing was $2. This whole thing was $2. So, oops, maybe they're not really old, but, I mean, they're really sturdy. And then I got those for storage, which those came out to be less than $1.
Yeah. Well, all this stuff I'm going to donate then. Unless
Sounds-
you want it.
No, I don't. Sounds good.
Okay.
Now, there was one other fruit that Deb had mentioned from 60 years ago, and that was the elderberry. So I was trying to hunt down as many as I could locate on the property. After that hailstorm, I figured it was better safe than sorry. And, well, honestly, if the elderberry didn't make it, there were going to be plenty of other berries. Hopefully, they might substitute just in case. Okay, so I saw this grapevine from afar on the hill. But then, when I got closer, I realized it had overtaken an elderberry bush. So, I've spent 4 hours clearing around it. And now, I don't even know if this tree is alive or dead. Oh, good Lord. Look what I found. Another one. Hello, elderberry. I am so sorry that I did not see you months ago and that you have been encased with old lumber and berries.
I can tell you right now, I will rectify that problem for you. Welcome to the family. All right. Try to get back to that lonesome little elderberry back there. Hold on. Mom gonna help. I saw something run through here just briefly. What are you eating on? It better not be an elderberry. Better not be an elderberry. Or maypop. Don't eat those. And voila, I am done. And I have to admit that compared to some things I've cleared, this one was pretty easy. So thank you, Lord. So here's what we got. We have an elderberry growing right there. And then this is the one that we saw that had one flower. So it's got some more room. I don't know how much sun you're gonna get. I know you like your sun, but hey, you chose this location, so we'll see how you do. It's been 2 days, and today is the first day I have had a time where there's no lightning or thunderstorms or rainfall to get back through to where I found that elderberry. I just have to clear this path right here. That should be fun. As horrible as this is to say, I have not been back out here to visit the elderberry since I treed it. And it's been, I want to say 5 or 6 days, and it looks amazing. I just told it, you are doing fantastic. I'm just shocked that it has done this much in less than a week. You go, elderberry, you go. It's a new morning. Let's go get those berries. There's one. Ooh. I think they might be ready. Did you see them right there? Yeah, this is nature right here at its finest. It's so crazy to get in here. It'll be better next year. An hour later, and I have about 30 or 40 berries. Yeah, that wasn't a waste of time at all. The elderberry are starting to berry. I think it's time to start netting some of the berries in little netting bags to keep them safe from predators. Well, except for me. You're doing great. You should get a job at doing this afterwards, right?
What?
Putting the bags on people's berries.
Yeah.
Could be your third or fourth part-time job, right?
I've only got one bag left.
No, I've got 50 more.
Oh.
Sorry if you were excited about only having one left. So do you think you'll be okay if I get you some more bags? I was going to go up to the hill and pick the berries. Okay, let me get you some more bags. There's quite a few nice sized blackberries that have grown on there in the last 2 days. Hello, blackberries. I'm going to eat you. Okay, so actually I've gotten about, I know they're tiny and there's some ants in there, but I've already picked, I would say around 60 berries. Oh yeah, here we go. Richard did a great job. I don't know if you can see, he did some over there too. And I did the ones that I could reach over there, so he did a good job. I told him, okay, let's do it again in a week.
I'd really like to blame the heat wave that had just arrived and would stay for 45 days on the behavior you're about to see. But the truth is, I'm always kind of silly like this, and that's just my personality.
And look, what else I found growing. It's a maypop. This is a magical area right here. If it was a Disney movie, the birds would come out and we would dance together. I'm so blessed with all of these plants that most people think are weeds. I'm so blessed. So blessed. Taking a break, trying to cool down. It's terrible. Oh my gosh. So, hello there, little honeysuckle. I'm going to be picking quite a few of you today, and putting you in some olive oil. You're gonna enjoy your new home, and well, that's it. All right, let's get to it. So we're gonna use the tractor to pull the truck off. And then after we're done every day, I've been coming out and working with the yard, and it's been 3 long days and I'm falling behind. I need to get better at this. Woo-hoo. Thank goodness. Don't lose track. Right there. Must mark it. Don't let Richard mow it down. I'm right there. Straight across. Whew. But I don't know. You know what? Maybe that's not such a good idea. Saw some wild lettuce in here. And I can't see it anymore. Such is my life. Well, there's another one in here somewhere. Maybe it was further back. Good Lord. I hope you're enjoying my story. Be sure to check back in 2 weeks, because this story is getting ready to take a very unexpected turn. And I'm pretty sure if you've watched the first 2 episodes, you definitely don't want to miss what's coming. Until next time, have a blessed and safe day. Is it good? She's that little Maypop said it came up. Oh my gosh, she's funny. She seems to be loving them. Is it good? Is that yummy? Now, if you are someone that likes to watch someone wash windows, well, here you go.